So the Springboks have just announced their lineup for the second match up against Australia in the Rugby Championship, and there were question marks. Were they going to change a lot, or were they going to change very little after a successful win over the Wallabies in round one? And the answer is there are a huge amount of changes in the Springbok side. In fact, about as many changes as they could have made to the starting lineup in one go. Rassie Erasmus, he's got a plan. We will have to wait and see whether or not it does work out. But in the front row, it will be Jan Hendrik Wessels as the number one, number two, Johan Grobbelaar, and number three, Thomas du Toit. Three changes from what we saw last week, where it was Oxnachet, Bongion Banambi, and also we did see Frans Malherbe as that number three. By making the switches, this is, in my opinion, a very similar lineup to what we saw up against the Portuguese in terms of giving those other guys who are in the squad the best opportunity to earn minutes and get themselves a little bit of game time throughout this Rugby Championship. In the locking duo, two more changes. It will be Salman Moura as the number four, and then number five, they have gone with Ruan Nokia. Now, Salman Moura back to captain like he was in that Portuguese game. We are going to see Eben Etzebeth off the bench. We hardly ever see it. But for this game, the 123 cap Springbok will be making his way off the bench as the number 19. In the loose forward trio, it is Marco van Staden and number 6, number 7, Peter Steph du Toit. So they haven't kept him in the locking duo, instead moving him back to the original position he was going to be playing up against Australia in match one. Number 8, they have once again stuck with Eldrick Lowe. In the back line, number 9, Morne van den Berg gets his first start for the Springboks, with number 10 being Sasha Feinberg Ungume Zulu. He was absolutely sensational up against Australia last week. You can understand why they want to give him more minutes, although some thought maybe Pollard would move into the starting side for this contest, give him some minutes before heading into the All Blacks matches. But Sasha Feinberg Ungume Zulu, he was great on attack, he was great on defence, and he's going to be a really good option for the Springboks moving forward. At fly half, out on the left wing, it is Makazole Mapimpi. At number 12, Lucanio Am, with number 13 being Jesse Kriel. They have decided to take out Damien Dialende, and when you see who is on the bench, it makes a little bit more sense. I have a feeling that we're going to see Andre Pollard starting in as that number 12 replacement. Number 14, it is Cheslin Colby, and then at number 15, to close out the Springbok starting side, they have gone with Apalele Fasi. But looking through at the reserves, it is a 5-3 split for the Springboks in this matchup. Number 16, Malcolm Marks. Number 17, Oxnachet. And then number 18, they have gone with Vincent Koch. That is an extremely strong replacement front row for the Boks here. They were dominant at scrum time up against Australia last week. With the players that they've got here, even in their starting lineup, I don't really see this one being any different. Number 19, Eben Etzebeth, with number 20 being the super sub himself, Quacka Smith. Anytime he makes his way off the bench, he adds an impact. We saw it in the first game. We will see it time and time again. He's just as strong off the bench, I believe, as when he starts, which is absolutely brilliant to have later on. In a contest, number 21, Grant Williams, 22, Mani Libok, and then number 23, this is where they've gone with Andre Pollard. So they have not just got one fly half. They have not just got two fly halves, but they have got three fly halves in this 23-man side. Mani Libok, this will be his first opportunity in a Springboks kit in a little bit of time, so he'll want to make the most of it, hoping to find his form. And if he can do so, that makes it even more difficult for Rassie Erasmus in terms of what direction to go with this backline as they head towards the rest of the Rugby Championship. But do let me know what you think of this lineup for the Springboks. Game taking place at 11:45 a.m. South African time on Saturday. We are going to be covering it on the channel with the live commentary as well as a preview a little bit closer to kickoff. Of course, Australia still to announce their side, but once they do, we will let you know. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you all for the next one.